So good morning, everyone. In our
Good morning,
yesterday,
ma'am.
good morning. Yesterday in our class, we have started the uh, means less topic birth of the Weimar Republic. So in that we have studied about that after initial gains, Germany and the Central Powers, they Yes, birth of MR power. We have seen that in the initial gains, Germany and the Central Powers were defeated in the World War First. Previously, Germany and the Central Powers were winning the war, but as soon as US came in the scene, then Germany and the Central Powers were defeated in the first means World War One. Then allies got strengthened with the US entry in war in 1917. This also we have seen here. Then further we have seen here that abdication of German emperor and setting up of national assembly. Abdication of general German emperor means the resignation of the German emperor was there, and thus the national assembly was set up. Further, we have seen in this that election based on universal adult franchise was there, and in which women were also given a right to vote. Then we have seen that Germany, formation of republic in Germany was there, and it could not influence the Germans because it was not welcomed by Germans. It was just put as a burden on the Germans, that is the Republic of Germany. And Germany was blamed for the humiliation by accepting German defeat and signing the Treaty of Versailles. That means there was the National Assembly met at Versailles and established a democratic constitution with a federal structure. And then we have seen that German was blamed for the German humiliation, and then afterwards it had to sign the Treaty of Versailles. So till here only we have seen, no, we have also started, yes, I remember we have also started the effects of war. In this effects of war, we have seen about the devastating impact on the world, both psychologically and financially. It had a great impact on the world. Plus, the creditors, the Europe, who was a creditor, one of the creditor, now turned up to a debitor. Then soldiers were also kept as above the civilians. Then stress on men being aggressive and strong and masculine was made. Uh, this all things we have read here. Now, before this, I want to just explain about the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles, which was signed by Germans and the Allied powers in 1919, and it was designed by Allied powers just to cripple or Germany military, economically, and territorially. And according to this Treaty of Versailles, German lost her overseas colonies. Then second main thing, according to this treaty, Germany's military powers was reduced. Third, Rhineland was demilitarized. Fourth, Germany lost her national treaty or territory also. Then war guilt was claimed. War clause was there in which Germany made to accept World War First blame whatever harm was done, whatever things were happening in the First World War. Then Germany was made responsible for that, all the damages and all, and Germany was asked to pay for that. And the next is Germany was to pay war damage and fine of about 6 billion pounds. This was the Treaty of Versailles. These 6 points we have read about the Treaty of Versailles, what uh, clauses were there for Germany to be followed. Next, the effect of war we have just now understood. Now, yesterday one of you was telling me to explain this last paragraph again. The World War left a deep imprint on European society and polity. That means the World War has left great impact on European society as well as the political system. The soldiers came to be placed above civilians. Now, the soldiers came to be placed above the civilians. And then politicians and publicists laid great stress on the need for men to be aggressive, strong, and masculine. That means the politicians and the journalists, they laid more stress now that the man should be very aggressive, very strong enough, and masculine. The media also glorified trench life. Now, what is trench life? The life when the soldiers used to hide themselves in the narrow hole dug under the ground. So, this was a trench life. So, media also glorified that. And the truth, however, was that soldiers lived a miserable lives in these trenches. Now, media glorified that trench life, that life of soldiers living in a hide in a narrow hole under the ground. But then the truth was that the soldiers were living a very miserable life over there, and trapped with rats feeding on corpses. And they're all about, they were means the rats was there moving here and there, feeding on the corpses. Corpses were the dead bodies of the people and soldiers. And they faced poisonous gas and enemy shelling also there, and witnessed their ranks reduce rapidly. Slowly, their rank was reduced, and they had to face the poisonous gas at that time, because at that time they were thrown in the gas chambers. And enemy shelling. Enemy shelling means the act of firing weapons or artillery at the enemy, means the enemies used to throw the weapons and all on these soldiers here. So, this aggressive war, propaganda, and national honor occupied central stage in the public sphere, while popular support grew for the conservative dictatorship that had recently came into being. Now, more and more importance now they wanted to give it to the conservative dictatorship, that is rule of the king. And thus democracy was indeed a young and fragile idea. It was a very weak idea, because people did not have any faith in the democratic institution, and which could not survive the instabilities of interwar Europe. Clear this much? Now, today we will start with the topic political radicalism and economic crisis. Now, the birth of Weimar Republic coincident with the revolutionary uprising of Spartacist League on the pattern of Bolshevik revolution in Russia. That means the Weimar Republic occurred at the same time with the uprising of Spartacist League. And what was Sparkest League? That is Revolutionary Communist Organization. Revolutionary Communist Organization was called as Spartacist League on the pattern of Bolshevik Revolution. And at the same time, Weimar's Republic also occurred. Then Soviet of Workers and Sailors were established. Now, in many cities. Further, we see that the workers and the sailors, they were there established in the many cities so that they can work for the economic upliftment. Then the political atmosphere in Berlin also uh, was charged with demands for Soviet style governance. They want the Soviet style governance and not the democratic form. Those who opposed to this, such as socialists, those who want to bring change in the society, Democrats, those who were in favor of democracy, and the Catholics, they meet in Weimar to give shape to the democratic republic. They wanted, these socialists, democrats, and Catholics, they wanted again to bring back a democratic republic form of government in Germany. So the Weimar Republic crushed the uprising with the help of a war veterans organization called Free Corps. Now, what was Free Corps? Free Corps was the organization of this war veterans. What are war veterans? They are the person who had served in the war, but they are no longer serving now. So the Weimar Republic crushed the uprising, those who were not the people, those who were not, or the groups, those who were not in the favor of the Democratic Republic. The Weimar Republic crushed their uprising with the help of these war veterans organization, and these war veterans organization was called as Free Corps. Clear to till here? What are the Free Corps? Next, we see that the anguished Sparkists later founded a Communist Party of Germany. Now, the anguished Sparkists, that means the Sparkists who were with the great pain, later founded the Communist Party in Germany. And mostly a very short question is asked that uh, who founded the Communist Party of Germany. That is, we can say the anguished Sparkists later founded the Communist Party of Germany. So, communist and socialist henceforth become irreconcilable enemies. So, the both of them, communists, those who believed in the community development, and the socialist, social upliftment, social changes in the society, the changes should be made. Both of these groups became irreconcilable enemies. That means so opposed each other that agreement was impossible for both of these groups. Then we can say that and could not make common cause against Hitler. So they can't rise against Hitler at that time because their views were very different with each other. But both revolutionaries and militant nationalists carved for radical solution. Both of them asked for the immediate, complete solution for that, whether to the democratic form of government should be there or they should oppose it. Now, political radicalization was only heightened by the economic crisis. Now, the political radicalization means immediate change was to be made in the political system, and it was heightened by the economic crisis. What is economic crisis? Economic crisis is the economic slowdown. Then we further see that Germany had brought the war largely fought the war largely on the loans and had to pay war repensation in gold. Now, as we see that Germany was defeated and it had fought the war, First World War, largely on the basis of the loans that had to be paid war reparation in gold, means that has to be paid back in gold. Germany had to pay back the uh, war damages or the loss which was made due to the war in gold as a punishment. Reparation means as a punishment. Then we see that this depleted gold reserves at the time resources were scarce. When the resources, economic resources, natural resources were very scarce, at that time the gold reserves were being depleted, means becoming exhausted. Clear? So political radicalization was immediate political changes to be very essential at that time. And when why? Because it was the time of economic crisis, when the economic slowdown financially, the slowdown process was there economically in of 1923. So Germany had fought the war largely on the loans, means he had taken Germany had taken the loans to fight the war in the First World War, and as the compensation, he has to pay back to the countries involved in the other side, that is allied countries, in gold as the punishment. Now this depleted, this exhausted the gold reserves at the time when resources were very scarce, very less. At that time Germany had to pay back the damages as gold. Then in 1923, Germany refused. to pay, and the French occupied its leading industrial area. Now, in 1923, when Germany refused to pay back the damage, then what happened? France, French occupied in a leading industrial area, that is Ruhr area. Ruhr area was the industrial area of Germany that was occupied by the France now to claim their coal, and it was very much uh, means the rich resource of coal at that time, the industrial area Ruhr, and that is why the French occupied that, because Germany refused to pay back the damage to France. Now Germany retaliated with passive resistance and printed paper currency recklessly. That means Germany now had a great resistance that it will not be going to pay any loss or damage because of the economic crisis and all, but and so it printed paper currency recklessly. Recklessly means carelessly it started printing the paper currency, and with too much printed money in circulation, the value of German mark fell. Now as Germany started printing paper currency carelessly to pay back, not in gold, but now he wanted to pay back in the paper currency, and that the printed money in circulation, due to this the Germany mark fell. The value of money in Germany fell down. In April, the US dollar was equal to 24,000 marks, but in July, 3,53,000 marks it was, and in August, again 4,621,000 marks, and at so slowly this was coming down, and finally the figure had run into trillions. So the value was becoming less day by day as the value of the mark collapsed. Collapse means it slowed down slowly. The prices of good soared. The prices of goods soared means the prices of goods raised high. The image of Germans carrying cartloads of currency. Now, was the condition of the economic crisis, that German had to pay back to the Allied countries for the damages in the World War, and slowly, the value of the currency of German reduced because of the careless printing of the paper. Uh, Paper rupees and then paper currency, and then for that German, this is the scene showing that the German carrying cartload of currency, means so much amount of currency of notes was carried by the Germans just to buy a loaf of bread, just to buy a bread, was widely publicized, evoking worldwide sympathy. That means now Germans wanted the worldwide sympathy, just as the currency notes. It means this was showing how difficult times Germany was having. Now, this crisis came to be known as hyperinflation. Now, it is a situation. What is hyperinflation? Now, it is a situation when prices rise phenomenally high. Prices were very much high, and that was called is the condition of hyperinflation. Hyper means very much, extensively high prices was there. Now, eventually, Americans intervened and bailed Germany out of the crisis by introducing the Devas Plan. Now, uh, finally, Americans came on the scene and they introduced the Devas Plan for Germany. So, to release Germany out of this economic crisis, which reworked the terms of reparation to ease the financial burden on the Germans, just to ease, to release the burden of finance of reparation as a punishment to pay back to the other allied countries. This was just the help by the Americans, that they introduced the Devas plan for the help of the Germany to come out of that crisis, economic crisis. Understood till here? Now, uh, the year of depression. Now, what is the year of depression means? The years of great depression, when economy was worst in Germany. Now, the years between 1924 and 1928 saw some stability, means from 1924 to 1928 some stability was there in the economy, yet this was built on sand, yet it was not permanent. German investments and industrial recovery were totally dependent on short-term loans. Now, the whatever investments were made and the industrial recovery, whatever help Americans had made for industrial recovery, it was totally for the short-term loans, largely from the USA. USA was helping to give loans to Germany to come out from the economic crisis. Now, this support was withdrawn when the Wall Street Exchange crashed in 1929. Now, this earlier USA was helping Germany to come out from the Great Depression, but when the Wall Street Exchange came, now what was Wall Street Exchange? It is the name of the world biggest stock exchange, and it is located in USA. So when this Wall Street Exchange crashed in 1929, this support by USA to Germans was stopped. Next, fearing a fall in prices, people made frantic efforts to sell their shares. Now, as people were very much afraid that the prices will definitely fall of every commodity, then people started making the frantic efforts, means started making efforts to sell their shares, as means what type of profit they can get just now they can have it, because they were of fear that might be in future the prices will fall down on one single day. Now, this is given an example that on one single day, that is 24th October, 13 million shares were sold. Now, 13 million people shares were sold there. This was the start of Great Economic Depression, and this was the beginning of the Great Economic Depression. That means the worst economic turndown in Germany, when so much uh, shares were sold, just in the fear that might be in the coming years, in the coming days, the prices will fall short. Now, this was the start of Great Economic Depression. Over the next 3 years, between 1929 to 1932, the national income of USA fell by half. Now, national income of USA also fell by half. Now, factories were shut down. This was the condition of Great Depression here. Factories were shut down, exports fell, farmers were badly hit, and speculators withdrew their money from the market. Those who were indulged in the share market and all, they withdrew their money from there. And then the effects of the recession in US economy was felt worldwide. So this Great Depression, the effects of this was seen worldwide. It is the fear of being reduced to ranks of the working class or to be employed. Understood till here? Now, the German economy was worst hit by economic crisis. By 1932, industrial production was reduced to 40% of the 1929 level. That means industrial production also was reduced. Workers lost their jobs. Hridyansh, any problem? Workers lost their job or were paid reduced wages. That means if workers sometimes lost, means during this economic crisis, workers did not have their jobs due to the economic crisis, or even those who are having the jobs, their wages was not up to the mark. The number of unemployed touched an unprecedented 6 million. That means the unemployed people were increasing day by day. On the streets of Germany, you could see men with placards around their neck saying willing to do work. Means this was such a great distress condition in Germany that people had to hang the cards around their neck, and on that cards it was written willing to do any work. That means any type of work the people were willing to do, but then also they were not getting any type of job just because of the depression, economic slowdown, worst economic slowdown. Unemployed youths played cards or simply sat at the street corners. That means the people who were the youth, young people who were unemployed, they were just simply sitting in the street corners playing cards because they were not having any type of job to do, or desperately queued up at the local employment exchange. Means forcefully they were queued up, they formed a line uh, in front of the local employment exchange in the hope that might be they get the job of any kind anytime. So as jobs disappeared, the youth took to criminal activities and total despair become commonplace. That means the job was not there for the people, and then if there was no job, the youths, the young people were indulged in the criminal activities, and it was the total despair became commonplace. Means total despair means total sadness was there for each and everyone at that time during the Great Depression. Now, the economic crisis created deep anxieties and fears in the people. That means this economic crisis created a great worry, tension, fear in the people. The middle classes, especially salaried employees and pensioners, saw their saving diminish when the currency lost its value. When the currency, German currency, lost its value, then the people who were getting salary and the pensioners, people who were getting pensions, they were seeing that their savings were getting less day by day because of the loss of value of the currency. Small businessmen, the self-employed and retailers suffered as their business got ruined. That means their business also got ruined. So this was the total condition of Great Depression in Germany. What all condition the people were facing at that time. Now, today I end up here only. Today we are going to continue from the same lesson in this from the page number 55. So before you leave, please once again type present in the chat box.